Yeah, here it comes. Okay, let's start my presentation. We have not so much time. First, but I love Gundam. When I was a child, my parents always said to me, do not watch that kind of animations, you will be foolish people. Maybe it is right. But I continue loving watching that kind of superhuman-sized robots and controlling some sort of special mechanics like airplanes. Yeah, actually I have an experience to control the airplanes. Doing my interest about the physical world is how to control such complex system. Because in the animation, this guy can control such kind of very, very complex robots by just using 2 levels. Yeah, this is then capable because they are in the science fiction animations. But in the physical world, we can't control such kind of robot by just using the 2 levels. This is a very, very big problem for me. But when I was going to a university, I found some sort of answer. This is my very, very great boss work, Professor Tati's work. It's an Intelliza. It's a humanoid-sized robot, and he can control by using exoskeleton type systems. And the robot can act like he's moving. When I experienced this system, it was very, very amazed. I can control the robot freely. But there was some problem. I can't feel any haptic sensation at that time. It was very, very old system. It was so now current Telesa system has haptic sensation, but at that time that doesn't have that. So I began to interest about haptic sensation. But simply displaying haptic sensation is not fun for me, so I have some enhancement. This is a scalpel integrated with sensors and haptic displays. So which means this scalpel can detect what we cut now. So now he is cutting the boiled egg, but he can only cut the egg white part, and he can't cut the egg yolk. So we just preserve the egg yolk area, and when changing the device to the scalpel from the pen stylus, he can touch the interface between oil and water. Very, very jelly-like sensation. And it's a haptic research. And the second, I have I continue to make a research about a pilot interface or controlling the airplane freely. So, it's a proper airplane. When you seeing front side from the cockpit, you can see propeller rotating because it moves very, very fast. But actually, it exists in front of the pilot, so we can use this as a screen. Just adding a special screen stick on the propeller backside, and using a projector, we can see such kind of transparent image on the propeller screen. And the pilot can view instruments information on displayed on the propeller, and at the same time outside world. And then I have many interests about the human sensation. So the next research is about my peripheral vision. The human has a very good wide viewing area, but in the peripheral view is very important for sensing their motions. So when you adding such kind of special design and visual effects, you will feel something you are moving backwards and forward. It's a very good. At the same time, it is very important information to detect how fast you are moving. So, by changing that information, by adding that kind of a special display, system can control the speed sensation of human. So he is me running on the running machine, and the display, the LED arrays can display the same sort of visual effect, and now I can feel the running more faster. And very strange research for the kids. You know the Hatsune Miku is a very famous character of the voice synthesizer soft, and many Gakkai loving this character and sometimes wants to make a kiss to her. But of course it's a two-dimensional characters, many people fail to that. But if we make some special device, you can make kiss like this. It's a very simple system in, using a camera, the image recognition, and my students have a very good work to make it good animation. Yeah, okay, and then next, and for the formal research was about kissing, then I focusing on my mouth and tongue. This research is aimed to detect the motion of tongue, like this. And then it is a very simple system, just using a Kinect here. The Kinect-like system is over there, and the system can detect the tongue motion outside of your mouth. And so when trying this system, it is very hard to continue playing the game because we don't have so much experience to continue moving our tongue for so long time, for 10 minutes or 50 minutes and so on. So it can be used to training our tongue for elderly people. And touching is also my interest. It's actually not my work, but my student's work named Hoji Hoji. It's a kind of a haptic display, just pushing your finger into a very narrow hole. It's an active system here. Yeah, it's the whole-like interface, and the user pushes your finger into the hole, and some sort of insects trying to attack your finger. You can feel that sensation, and then pulling that insect from the hole. The mechanism is very quite well designed. They're using the cylinders and silicone-based haptic display like this, and then the system can add an attaching sensation. And the next. This is a stratification. It's a smartphone-based navigation system using your vibrators. Stratification is named for the stray, it's wandering around, and navigation. And wandering around an uncommon area, such kind of, for me, it's not a familiar area. But wandering around the town is very interesting because we can find many new things. But if you use Google Maps, you have to watch to the display all the time. It is not sightseeing. So the vibration signal, the haptic signal, if the haptic signal can navigate you don't have to watch to the monitors. But instead of that, you can walk around. Yeah, this sound is indicating the vibration. If you the system can display those distance information and directional information. And the number eight research is an hair-top interface and hair-like and soft actuators that is controlled through the iPad or something like that and display systems. It's made very, very cute motion and a very simple architecture, so we can use this system to enhance our mobile systems and human itself. And it can be used to making a new kind of clothes like this. And actually, I have a presentation this research in this academic conference yesterday. It's a kinetic clothes that can indicate your heart rate. It moves according to your heart rate. If you are in a calm state, it moves very slow, and if you are in a high heart rate, after your hard physical work, it moves very fast. And I'm also a member of the Superhuman Sports Society, and as a member of this, I am researching the special ball to be used in a special dodgeball. It is gas-jet integrated ball to change its flying trajectory. It's composed of CO2 cartridges, and it can generate gas jet when you want. So by using this gas jet, the trajectory can be changed like this. See? Yeah. Okay, that's all for my research presentation, and thank you.
Thank you, Professor Nojima,先生。这个he